Yes, we can see your screen. It's visible.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for confirming. Yeah. So yesterday I was talking about this invoice, right? So I have explained all the system related features. So now I'm going to take you some of the exceptions, how to clear it. So yesterday I have explained the clear exceptions, how to clear it. So now this invoice is ready for posting, but so there is a check. Okay. So check for deduction. So this exceptions, so how to clear it. So I will explain you. So in the other data tab, if you check, so there is some option, there is amount which is updated, 4,000 rupees. So that is why. So we are getting that exception. Okay. So for that, so what we can do is, you can just click apply rules. Okay. So once you click apply rules, so please click on refresh. It will take a few seconds. Okay. So then just wait it. So then you have got process option here. Okay. So why you have the process option here? Because you have updated the amount in check for deduction, but check for deduction field. So that is why you are getting this option called create credit memo. Okay. So once I will click on this credit memo, so it will ask you to provide the comments. So you can update the comment. This is for other deduction. So you can put whatever the comment you want. So, but the comments are mandatory when you are creating a credit memo. Okay. So this is I am taking you through other deductions. Okay. So I will click on save. So it will take a 2-3 minutes of a time. So in the staging system, so this is a staging system, it will take time. So in production, your servers are fast. So it will instantly create a child DP. Okay. So we can just wait for a minute.
Manoj,
Sir.
till this is processed, I have one question. In text column, see, in some of the invoices we have multiple line item and we have multiple text at say 28% and 18%. In such scenario, what will put the text code actually?
Okay, so 1 second, sir. So let me create this and I will show it to you. So, but your PO line items has been created with multiple tax codes, or it will be only one line item created, and you will be posting the invoices with multiple.
No, it's not like that. While creating PO,
Okay.
While creating PO, I think there will be separate line item for separate items, but I think they will not put text code. User department usually put Z0. But
Okay.
indexer use Z0. It's upon us to put.
So okay, yeah. So it's a still a freehand. So yeah. So you can go ahead and change how we are doing in Miro. The same way you can go and change the tax codes in the line item
Just
tab.
was here, no?
Yeah, sure.
In line item, I saw only one field. Actually,
I mean, one line you have seen, right?
yeah, only one line.
Okay, I will replace. I will add some lines and I will show it to you. It's taking time.
Manoj,
Sir.
till this is processed, I have another question. I think duration accounts payable will relate to this also. See, we have a drilling contract. Basically, we have some contract in USD. But what happens? Vendor do not supply some item, so we charge rental to them, and our rental amount are in INR. So, so basically, we are processing invoice in USD, and we are recovering we are doing other deduction in INR. So in such scenario, can we post two different documents simultaneously?
That is
I
what
think.
we are doing here now, no, sir. So what will happen is, for example, assume that this document is in USD, which is with 461. Okay, so I am creating a new document for other deductions. So from there,
Yeah,
again,
other deduction is in INR.
so once you create, I will show you. Once it will create a child DP, you have an option there. So how you can change the currency field also. So there you can post the
Yes.
deduction in INR.
Yes.
Yeah, that is again, it's available.
Manoj, this is created. This is taking a long time.
Yes, sir. This is staging gets created now, sir.
Okay.
The development system now, it will take time. Yeah, so I will make a note of 1777 is the child DP which is created against the other deductions. So I will go to 1777 later part. Okay, so now I have created a document ID. Then I will check. So it will take you out of the screen because it will check for a next exception. Okay, so what is the next exception? Okay, so I will execute. So now I have got the option post invoice and create retention DP. So now I will check for deduction. So once I have created the credit memo, so my check for deduction exception got cleared. Okay, until unless I will create a child DP, so invoice will not come to posting. Okay, so now I need to create a retention. As per PO terms. So again, it will take a minute to create a child DP.
Manoj, over here, instead of current comments, that is for retention, can we have a drop down? That is, it is as per pure terms, as per, you can say other things.
So you mean to say in the other data tab, sir?
Right? In the
Yeah.
comments, instead of
So
comments.
yeah. So
Because
we can.
I understand that. I understand this is a staging server and it is taking time, but I don't think production will be much faster. Still, it will take a minute or two. Minute, I
Yeah,
believe.
it will take a minute, sir, because it will trigger all our logical modules in the backend.
Exactly. That was what I was thinking. So the thing is that since it is going to take a long time, that is for every step it is going to take a minute. So processing of one bill will take numerous minutes, you can say. So to make it simpler, can't we have a drop down that is this is as per pure terms and this is as per this? Think about it.
Yeah. Sure, sir. So for providing the comments, so I can provide the comments in the other data tab in the comments. So I can hard code some of the comments. So based on that hard coding, so you can get the comments are displayed in the but however, at the time of creation, so this will trigger many logical modules and it will identify the agent who created and it will go like that. So then only this DP will be created. So because there is no image linkage also, we need to bypass that image link also. There are many aspects system will check and create the document. Usually, so if the network is fine, so it will do very fast. Okay, so I just want to update in the interim. So while it is creating, so one important point here is for creation of retention. So until unless you clear all the exceptions, so when your exception is under process PO invoice, so that point only you will get the create retention. So which means that your invoice is ready for posting, at that point only you are going to create the retention. So it's not like that you receive an invoice from user department and I'm not clearing any exception and so I'm going to create a retention. So which means so we have designed like, so you need to clear all the exceptions. You need to check all if any other deduction, LD, other things is applicable. Then all it is clear, invoice is ready for posting. Then you can create the retention DP. So that is how the design we have done.
Now over here, the retention DP will be created or the accounting information, accounting entry will be passed.
Sir, no. So here it is only the DP creation. So for accounting entry,
Right.
you need to go to the child DP. So then you, so where we have given you the process option, like how you post the invoice. So there it will, the process option will be like process, post retention document. So what will happen? So when you click that, so we have given the linkage to your ZFI_RET.
Okay.
Yeah. So now 1778 is created. Okay. So against retention. So it will take you to back step 1 and it will ask you to refresh it because so you have made some changes. Okay, yeah. So now, Bhupen sir, for your question, so if you have multiple line items, okay, how I will do with multiple tax codes, right? I'll just click on adapt. Yeah, for now I will just add one line item. Okay, so how you process in your Miro the same way. So you can just see, yeah, see, this is a line item 40 and this is a line item 10. Okay, assume you have it two GRNs and your GRN is created. So I have selected VA. Still you have an option to select HH, whatever it may be.
Text.
Hello?
Beside accounting tab.
No, your voice is breaking for me. So any tax code which is applicable, any VAT code which is applicable, you can update. I'm not. So is this what you are
Bhupen,
asking?
your voice is cracking. Bhupen, your voice is cracking. We are unable to comprehend.
Hello.
I'm not able to follow you, sir.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so if I'm not wrong, so this is how the normal process, how you are doing in Miro, the same way it will work. So in this screen also.
Achha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now I will explain few of the process options here. So yesterday I was unable to explain few of the process options. So here the process option is post invoice, which means you are posting an invoice once the exceptions are cleared. So I have updated the add attachment yesterday. So return to vendor. So return to vendor means so you are no longer using your Outlook to return the invoice. So you can return the invoice using the system itself. Okay, so if you are okay to return the invoice, you can just click on return to invoice. So if you see here, so this is the vendor email ID which is automatically populated from your SAP master data. So 2 is always the vendor email ID which is maintained in your master data. So if you want to update anyone in the CC, you can still update in the CC either from the vendor end or within the Oil India. So this will allow. So here, if you see, this is again the free text. So if you want to add another email ID, still you can add it. And the subject is always the return of invoice is a standard. And after that, the invoice number will be automatically populated. So then if you want to attach the invoice when you're sending this RTV email, so you can just select attach image. Otherwise, you can just uncheck it. So only the email will go. So vendor we cannot get the attachment. So if you want to see, if you want to send the invoice back to the vendor saying that this is the invoice which you have submitted as an attachment, so they can able to see the invoice also. So then these are all the standard return reasons which is come up with a standard application. So if your standard return is not available here, so you can just select the others and see comments and the comments. So here if you see, this is a comments box. So comments to vendor and DP process comments. So here you no need to update anything. So whatever the data you will update here. So please resubmit an invoice. With correct info. Okay, so how can I see what is how the vendor will be getting the email? So you can just click on generate preview. So this generate preview will give you the so it will just uh, take you through the email body, how we are structured. So here if you see the return reason is others, see comments. So the comments are please resubmit the invoice with the correct info. So whatever the comments you have updated in the comments for vendor, so those are all available here. Okay. So this signature is like, so when you are sending, so your name will be available here. So if you don't want, so then you cannot change it. So yeah, so that is how the design is. Okay. So once you click the generate preview, so then your email is okay to send. So you can just go and click on the send button. So remember, so once you click on this send button, the workflow will ends and this document will go and set to obsolete. So obsolete nothing but this document will be deleted from the from system. However, there is a audit trial will be available. So this you can able to search with this document number, but you cannot take any further action. So if you want to process this invoice again, you need to ask the vendor to submit. Otherwise, you need to create a invoice manually. This is return to vendor option. So I'm not going to return this invoice. Okay. So next one is refer. So for some reasons you want to refer the invoices to indexer. So user department, you have a query and you want to refer to the person who indexed this invoice. You can just click on the refer button here. So it will ask you to comments why you want to refer the invoice to them. So you can ask need supporting. Select. So to whom do you want to refer back? So usually it will show the possible indexer against this invoice or who indexed this invoice. Or if you want to send it to the specific person, click on the users and update the salary code of that person. 201012. Okay, so it will give you the person's name here, and please remember you need to select this checkbox. So then click OK. So then what will happen? It will show the name here. You can select that person name. So please remember, so you need to select the person name like this and you need to click on continue. So once you click on continue, so this invoice will go to that specific person. So this is refer to indexer. Okay, so next one is so refer for info. So this is very important. For example, if you want further confirmation from uh, your next level or you need some information from your colleague, you can use this refer to info, but that person who is receiving this workflow, so he won't be able to edit any of this data. So he can able to see the data, but he cannot able to edit anything. So based on the information which you are updated here, so he can provide the information or he can give the comments like, yeah, you can go ahead and process this invoice. So this is okay. So something like that. So if you are internally having a communication with between yourselves, so you can use this in refer to info provider. Or if you want to if you don't want to return the or refer the invoice back to the indexer, but you are asking only for some of the comments whether I can go ahead and process the invoice. Some in such cases you can use this refer to info provider for indexer also. Okay, so now
Manoj,
yeah,
yeah,
Anupama.
suppose we need some changes in the invoice, but we are not changing the SES. And I have
Okay.
returned the invoice to the party supplier. He has made the changes and he has directly submitted the invoice to us, to accounts payable.
Ah.
So in that case, can I use the old DP and I can process the earlier SES, or I need to change the SES as well as the DP number?
Yeah, so very valid question, Anupama. So yeah, once you return the invoice, so that you usually that SES or external number you cannot use it. Okay, because that is already released it. Some reasons you are returning the invoice when vendor will be submitting an invoice. So you need to revoke the SES which is created. So and fresh SES needs to be created with the new DP number.
And I cannot change the DP number in the existing SES.
So you cannot change it. So I am exploring that option, Anupama. So I know that this question will come. So what we can do is, so we can run one program and we can remove the external number field in the ML81N. So for the documents which is obsoleted. Okay.
Okay.
So, but I'm not sure in a ML81N once the invoice the SES status set to acceptance. Okay, so you can able to edit it or not. So that part, so I'm not confident. So that is why I need to check that option. If I will get an editing option in a ML81N screen, once I will remove the DP number from the external number. So then, so I can say that yes, you no need to create a SES and it should not go to the release once again, but you can use the same SES number. Just you need to map the external number to the new DP number.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Thank
but
you.
Vim, yeah. So from Vim point of view, so I can delete the external number field. But so from ML81N point of view, I'm checking Anupam. So maybe after go live, I will come back to you with the solution. Yeah. Hi, come on. Okay. So the next one is yeah. So this is the process option. So the next one is post. So post the invoice. So here we have, you can see post invoice, and so here is the post invoice. So don't get confused here. So this post option. So when you click this, system will park the invoice in a backend and it will give you the MIR4 for posting. So I will repeat. So when you click this option MIR4, post invoice MIR4, which means system will park the invoice in a backend. So this is not a user department activity parking an invoice now. So now you are cleared all the exceptions. Now you are going to post the invoice, but using this option, what will happen is system will create a park document in a backend and it will allow you to post the document directly in MIR4. So is that clear? So is that clear? This
Yes,
process of, yeah,
this
because
is
this is very,
basically MIR4 is basically MIR7 only. First, it will park the document. Then we need to post the document in SEP.
yes,
No?
yes, yes. So
Basically,
but
while I click here, this document will not get paused. This will get parked only, and I have to
right.
post that separately in SEP using T code
No, no.
MIR4.
So it no. So yeah, so this is what the here one step you are missing. So when you click
What?
the post button, so system
Ah,
will automatically create a park document. So it will
ah,
directly give you the posting screen.
acha.
Okay,
Acha.
so you no need to run again on any other transaction. So system will
Acha.
only create a parking document and it will directly give you MIR4 screen. You can just verify the data and everything. You can click on post button. Okay, so this will give you MIR4. Okay, so if you want to use this option, so we kept two options because of this hypercare period. So whichever the option which is preferred for you, you can use it like that. Okay, so this post invoice. So this post invoice, when you click this option, what will happen? This post invoice will take you to your Miro screen. Okay, so there is no park document. You are directly posting the document.
Acha.
Okay, this is a two difference. So when you are using this normal post invoice where there is no MIR4 option here or the description, which means you are moving to MIRO screen. So whenever you see the MIR4 here, which means you are moving to Park screen and you are posting in Miro. Okay, I will just show in the demonstration also. Okay, so once I will click the post invoice. Is my SAP gone? So you see here, so it will take you through your park option and these buttons will come. So you need to click enter, enter, enter multiple times. So this cannot be avoided. So yeah, you cannot you cannot.
Basically, as I understand, that is, if you do post invoice MIR4, that means it just parks the document.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the thing is that in this transaction, when this screen appears, then you can say the posting option is there.
Yes, sir. You can just simulate.
Just kindly click simulate. Yes, yes.
You see here you have a post option.
No, we cannot see this one bar is coming. Acha, post. It will directly post. Acha.
It will directly post.
So this
It will
is one
directly post.
option. Yeah.
And
So this is one.
so that other option.
So this is one option. So here I will give you 1 point. So when you are clicking that post invoice button, so you need to click enter, enter, enter multiple times to pass the data from Vim screen to Miro screen.
And basically, what I'm talking about is that at one meeting, that is this parking and posting was discussed, as I remember.
Yes.
And you can say if two sets of people, that is one set will park the document, and the other set will just post it. That is required. Then that person to whom it is given should not have this posting button enabled, right?
Sir, this post button is available only for the accounts department. Okay, so even from user
Exactly.
department.
Like in accounts department, you have some people who are doing only the parking part and not the posting
So,
part. As
so
of
now
now,
there is no parking. So there is no parking at all. So there is no
in this
parking at all.
transaction, if someone goes over there, but post to MIR4, then automatically the system parks, right? Then he
System
can come back.
parks.
Then
So
he
that
can
is
come
why.
back.
Just show us,
So that,
just click that option. Invoice, post
so
invoice MI4. Just click that.
Yeah, it will post it then. It will post it.
so
No,
it will create a park document.
just simulate it. I want to see actually. No, we want to
One
see.
second. So I have clicked. Okay. So if you
Now
see here,
simulate.
the document is created.
Okay, you just simulate it. Just simulate it.
So it will
Can
give
you
you the post
scroll?
up.
Then go
Can you
back.
please scroll? Please scroll up. I'm unable to see. Please, post. Even now it is posting.
No. Manoj, do one thing. Go back. Go back.
Sir, once I go back, this document again will be linked to this
Right.
one.
This
I will delete it.
51060 is a
I will
part
delete it.
document.
Sir, this is a park document. Yes.
But the thing is that if you go back from this transaction, this part document will stay or it will be deleted, auto
Yes.
deleted.
No, no, no. It will stay. It will stay.
It will stay, right?
Yes. So that's what the whole idea here is, sir. So when accounts person is clicking the post button, which means that so he has decided to post this invoice. There is no point in going back again.
I'm
Basically,
not
basically,
getting.
as I understand, the two transactions are same. That is, in one goes to Miro and other goes to MIR4. That's it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But actually, our internal audit, they say that we should have this parking and posting functionality. Parking and posting functionality, if we decide to go for it, then this MIR4 option will be helpful. In that case, those persons have to click on the MIR4 option and then come out. For them, this MIR4 transaction code will be disabled.
Sir, one thing, sir. So why you need to park and post? Because everything the data which is coming up in the basic data and the line item from the user department. Okay, so you have an audit trail here in the comments who
That is
processed the
true. That is true. That is what the internal audit says. Okay.
who indexed. Okay. If you see who is able
Okay, that is an
processing.
internal matter that will be sorted out.
Yeah. So yeah. So using this button, so you can just directly post the invoice. Okay. So shall I post this document? Okay. So with this, I'm going to post one document. I posted. So now it will go to block release. So it will take a moment of time to go.
The same person can release the document, na? As I said
Yes.
earlier. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So it will take time to create a workflow and it will go to that person. So the person who is updated as a requester, Bhupen sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here if your email ID is coming, okay, so in the requester email ID, so if we set the expense type and the company code and the requester email ID and the basically what is the amount you are going to release, so the same ID will be coming here. So then whatever the email ID is maintained here, so that person will receive the blocked workflow.
Achha.
Okay. Yeah.
I can give all the probable persons salary code there, na?
No. So I will. Okay, sorry. I can explain one more thing here. So slash and show pt slash year underscore COA. Okay. So this is the table we are maintaining. Okay. So these are all the users who is responsible for block release approval. Okay. So then we will ask the system. So this is the limit of the respective approver 1, approver 2, or who is requester and all. Okay. So then, so if you see here, requester is Danesh Babu, okay, and 001. So he is responsible for DL. DL means Duliajan. So RA means Rajasthan. So KA means Kakinada. NO means Noida. Okay. So these are all the persons who is responsible. So just a maintenance in the staging we have done. Okay. And these persons is having some limits. Okay. So if you see Bhupen approval 002. So you have RA and cost, irrespective of the cost center or the WBS, you can release the block. Same way. So we have maintained some limits here.
Yes.
Okay, so based on that limit, so that invoice will go to that person. So is that clear, sir?
Okay.
Yeah. So now 1777. Okay, so in 1777, this is your deduction case. Okay, so in deduction case, you have an option, sir. You asked me, right? So when you are posting original invoice with USD and you are deducting in INR, see here you have a free option here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so likewise, this is again the normal the invoice posting. So you need to clear and you need to select. Hello.
Manoj,
Yeah, Anupama.
in earlier case, we have created one child DP now, 1778.
No, this is 1777 for other deductions, Anupama. So then I will show 1778.
Okay, okay, okay.
So for the 4000, we have created the other deductions. Okay. So if you see 4000, which is there in the original document, and also it is asking, so if the retention is any created in the original, it will show the retention that you need to be posted against. Okay, so and if I show something, the original document. Okay, so original document I have posted 461. So I want to know what is the child DP I have created. Okay, go to other data. See, 1777 is a child DP which you have created for other deductions. This is the linkage. Okay. Sir, for the blocked approval, the workflow got triggered. As I mentioned, if you see, the email ID is Danesh for the expense type Duliajan. Okay, so this invoice triggered to Danesh Babu. Okay, awaiting approval, posted, blocked for payment. Approver is Danesh Babu. Okay, sir, clear? So now this credit note posting as same as how you are posting an invoice. So I don't want to take much time of my eye on this because the credit note posting again the same how you are posting invoice in Vim. So I will take you to the retention one. Retention one, the child DP 1778 we have created. Okay, so here is the option. So which means when you see in other data, once you original document, so your FI document will automatically update here. Okay, so if you see, this is the accounting document. So 8321005371. Okay, the system is automatically updated the original document. Okay, so just
Manoj,
yes, sir.
I have a question over here.
Yes, sir.
When the original, you can say we have created the DPs, the child DPs, 1777 and 1778.
Yeah.
When the original document gets posted,
Yeah.
can't the child DP also get posted at the same time or sequentially?
It
Going
is
over there and doing
ideal.
the whole thing again.
So because we are calling different transactions here, sir.
That is true in a sequence.
In a sequence, because
This
so
original DP is also linked to the child DP, right? When
yes.
When the parent DP is posted, is executed, the child DP should also get executed at the same time. Or there may be a position that is the parent got posted and the child DP remains.
I got your point, sir. So for that, so then we
And
need to
in
run the
that case, Manoj, in that case, if we are executing child DP and main DP in different times, so here we are showing only one example. If I'm posting 10, 20 LIVs, how I will track which one is the child DP for which LIV?
so okay, so so that's what I was saying, Anupama. So here you can see the original DP. Okay, so against original DP, this is the retention document you have created. Okay, the same like if you go to the original document, for retention, we are not showing the linkage DP, but other deductions, we are giving the child DP what you have created. Okay, so sir, for your point, so I got your point, what you are saying, but that is we need to do some BAPI mapping also. So and also we need to see until unless the exceptions are cleared, so you cannot post the invoice completely.
There has to be some control, right? System control is necessary, because otherwise, if you leave it to the people, and people tend to do mistakes.
Yeah. But yeah, sir. So that I'll take the point, but that will be a process improvement. So, but I got your point, what you are saying. There are some. Okay. Yeah. So once you click this process retention, post retention document, so this will redirect to your ZFI. So if you don't want to give the comments here, so we can still have an option to remove the comments section for this. So see, so once you click on the post retention document, so it is taking you to your ZFI underscore RET screen. So from here, the same process how you are following it. So you can do the same thing. But the thing is, so uh, when you are thinking that again, I need to copy or I need to go to the original document, I need to pick the document. So no need. Okay, so you can just go to other data, select this document. Okay. You can just update it here. This is the easier way. Okay. So this is about the retention. So once the retention is posted, so again it will go for your block. So once you get the confirmation from your respective department, so you can again you have to come back and you can release the block. So there is an option like release retention block. The same like how you are getting the release post retention document, the same way you will get a process option to release the block. So this is about the
Retention should
retention.
not be blocked.
So retention, the main document, so it will get to your GL tab, GL account, right? So that GL
Right, but
account
the thing is that
transaction will go.
retention will not be blocked.
Sorry, sir.
Retention amount won't be blocked. The main document is blocked.
Yeah. So for
The retention
example,
won't be
whatever
blocked.
whatever the entry, it will hit to your special GL, no? So that
Right.
entry will get blocked.
A retention, you can say, won't be blocked. Or that is blocked. That is true. Retention that goes to the thing is blocked. Right. Special GL is blocked.
Okay. So that's all about the invoice processing and handling of retention, other deductions, LD, and all these things. So now I will take you through how I can upload or if I receive any invoices directly to you, which means to say some case. So only you are the indexer for IR cases, okay, and also for few FI cases it will come to you, right? So for that, so we have a transaction which is /n/ zvim underscore BOE. Okay. Uh, underscore. So this is the transaction called ZVIM underscore BOE. So here you can upload PO related invoices or FI related invoices. So BOE is only for Kolkata team. So if they want to upload any BOE related documents, they can upload via this program for accounting entry purposes. Okay. So here your purchase document, if you are selecting the PO, your purchase document is mandatory and your invoice number is mandatory, invoice date is mandatory, amount, and the invoice document. Invoice document is nothing but your copy of an invoice, supporting documents, POC email ID. So this POC email ID, how it will work is, so if you are giving your email ID, so which means you are the indexer. Okay, so this invoice directly come to your inbox as soon as you update your email ID as a POC email ID. Okay, so one more note I want to give it here in the invoice document or the supporting documents. Whenever you select the path of the document, okay, so when I browse your local folders, okay, so then I will go somewhere I have maintained something, okay, so I will select from there, okay. So see, I'm going inside of the folders, okay. So I will select here. Okay. So what will happen? See, my path is it's something like more than 100 characters or something like that. Okay. So we always recommend you to use your desktop or any local drive which you have in. Okay. It should be like so simple as like this. Okay, so this is a standard restriction from OpenText. So where you cannot able to exceed the folders to ask the system to read it. So it will read some certain amount of characters. Otherwise, so it won't read it. Okay, so then you will get a error message like so unable to archive it. So tomorrow don't tell that. So I am selected from the so and so folder. It is not archiving it. Okay, so this is a very important note. Is about the invoices which you are receiving hard copy and you are uploading the invoices via this transaction. And the same way, so if you want
What
to,
is the transaction code for this?
sir, zvim underscore BOE. So if you see here.
Sharing the list of transaction codes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Manoji,
Huh?
did you release that document IOC?
So the block one.
Ha. Waiting approval. Just show us how this will be released actually.
Okay.
Release it.
Okay.
I want to see the entire process actually.
Yes. After the meeting. So just give me 10, 15. 10, 15. Okay.
It is waiting for approval, no? Approve it.
Okay. Okay, so once I will execute, so I will get an option approve or reject.
Just wait, Manoji. Just simulate this document because approver will want to see uh, how much amount is credited and deducted.
So
Just
for that, so here you don't have an option to simulate, sir. Okay,
I
so
think
here
there is
one
some
second.
option actually.
One second. I will explain you completely. Okay, so how they can identify here is, so if you see the invoice amount, so they can able to see invoice in the right hand side. Okay, so if they want to see the complete history of the document, okay, so they can click the unified dashboard here. Okay, so once you click the unified dashboard here, so it will give you the one dashboard. Okay, so whether you want to see the SAP document, how it is posted. Okay, once you click that, it will take you through your MIR 4 document. Then you need to click
Follow
the
document.
follow on doc. Okay, so here you can see what is the transaction hitting debit or credit.
But I have deducted that retention amount also. Na? This will show that FI document only.
This will show only FI document because you are releasing only the FI document.
No, I will releasing net of FI document, net amount after deduction of
No.
retention amount.
No. So in MRBR, you will give only this number, right? So while releasing it.
No, if I release here, then entire money 10,32,315 will go to IOCL. But
Bhupen,
No.
for retention and for other deductions, we have already posted two separate lines. And
sir, then
while doing the APP run, that money will be deducted from this bill.
Correct.
Am I right?
So that will hit to your vendor, not to your accounting.
do you have option of that ZFI VPRN, ZFI VPRN option where I can see the net amount before running APP? Udyan sir, আমি যেতিয়া
that is important.
আমি যেতিয়া LIB পোস্ট কৰো না স্যার LIB পোস্ট কৰাৰ ৰিটেনশন কৰাৰ পিছত
that is important.
নেট এমাউন্ট ইয়াত শো কৰা নাই তেতিয়া হলে স্যার
Manoj, do you have this ZFI VPRN?
So ZFI
VPRN.
Just ZFI VPRN, press enter. Put the document number here.
Document number.
Because approver is interested, you can put that 5 series document also. 51060. No, 22. 21. It's 21.
21.
Year. Print preview. Allow. Retention amount is not coming here.
Because I haven't posted the retention document.
No, you are not getting.
Sir, I have posted the retention or the retention.
Because just wait. See, here is a one option. See, table 1, table 2, table 3. In table 3, in table 3, you can see now this down payment adjustment / retention detail. Here the amount should come. Then net amount will be bank payment. In bank payment details table, net amount will come. Anupama Bhaira.
Sir, you are right.
Manoj, what is the problem? I'll tell you.
Yes.
What is the problem?
I haven't posted the retention document, so that is why you are unable to see the.
You just post. You just post first. Just post. We want to see.
So, but I have posted an invoice. I'm not sure. I don't have a contract number. Can just guide me. How can I post?
No. You make the retention. What is this number? This is
the accounting document of FI document.
21.
Acha. Put the year to 21.
Okay. As per returns.
Okay. Just put 10,000 or 1,000. 10,000.
30,000.
Okay. Put business place.
HQ. Okay. So payment terms. I don't want to put the payment terms here, right?
As per PO terms.
Okay, fine. So here I need to put the contract or the PO number.
Just put as per PO number, whatever.
No, in the PO number, I need to put the PO number, right? Original PO.
Okay, you put the PO number.
Okay. Is that fine?
Okay. Execute.
PO not matching.
No, you just unclick that amount as per PO terms. Go scroll down. Come down and delete all this data. Others, click here 10,000, 30,000. Click here 30,000. Now put all this detail. Just give some date. Payment terms, okay, no need to give.
Manoj.
Now execute. Execute. Execute.
There, sir. One second.
Now
Okay.
execute. Now execute. Just write something. Okay, done.
Please
Please.
maintain it.
Oh. Just write something. Year 2021.
Just make sure the document which I have entered is correct.
Bidut. Bidut. Oh,
That's fine, sir. Payment terms I need to put.
just put something. Oh, automatic ahi jake na. Hello. Suniye. हाँ
चाहिए post it.
yes, just put okay, just put some. There is a request from Bidut. His microphone is not working.
Okay.
Manoji,
Okay.
Bidut is requesting something. He is saying that
Okay.
instead of putting this manual FI number, can it come automatically? This document is posted now.
We will try to
Yeah.
pass
This
We will.
this FI document number na Bidut from Philed Gotkar is requesting that this FI document should come automatically, because it will become cumbersome if we need to put this document every time.
Okay, Bidut. So I will.
Hello, just
your
wait. Bidut
request.
is online. Bidut ko. Acha, acha. Okay, okay. Now
Now
see,
it's
this
there.
amount is coming. The 30,000 is deducted.
Hmm.
These kind of things should come in workplace where approver is releasing payment. Otherwise, he will release the payment and payment will go without deduction, without making deduction.
Sir, this one, see, I cannot give you assurance that so this is happen during this block release, because so this block release happen the document wise, so it will not happen on the accounting document wise.
Means
So
if
DP, it will happen via DP level. It will not happen via accounting level.
Manoji, there is one or more request from this Bidut Borgohai from Philed Quarter. He's requesting that along with FI document, the PO details should come also.
So
Because
PO details I can. No,
you are
not
not looking for PO details, na?
Vidyut,
PO number.
we'll discuss.
Manoj, where are you?
So I'm in FHQ.
Vidyut is also in FHQ, right?
I am
So
in IT department. Okay, so Vidyut, I will discuss with you tomorrow morning.
He can come and sit with you.
Yeah.
Acha, Manojji. No. Udian sir. Hello.
Okay.
Udian sir, যেতিয়া আমি document post kori, what we do, we submit to you for releasing the document. You see the printed version of ZFI VPRN, this LIV document, and
Yes,
you see that
ZFI,
deductions are
I
made.
understand ZFI VPRN is very important.
Because without
Actually the thing is that only by looking at the ZFI VPRN you get to know that the child is also posted, child DP is also posted.
otherwise
If
approval
child DP
will
is not posted, it will not be reflected in ZFI VPRN.
basically this will create problem for approval because
And Manoj, please look into the possibility of posting the child DP along with the you can say sequentially it can be done along with the parent DP. The child DP should also be posted.
Okay.
basically approval will face the problem, I think.
Okay. Shall I approve?
Now you
I
just
took.
approve now. You approve now.
This is a high value invoice. So I haven't maintained Danesh. So that is why it is showing. So block still exist.
You put my salary code 201070.
1 second, sorry.
No, I can release 201070.
This is staging, no? So and this will go via this table which I have shown.
Acha,
It's
acha.
not. So yeah. So once it is released, now once you click on the approve button, so it will show as approved, and the status is showed as posted. So that's the status change. Yeah. Okay.
And for releasing the block, what transaction from here it will go, or you have to do it separately?
No, sir, it's everything within one transaction. So slash and slash opt slash vim. So okay, I will tell you one more thing. So if you are an approver and if you want to release the invoices at bulk, so you have an option. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so approver. So one transaction you can access any documents. Okay, so here if you have an option bulk action, okay, just select as many invoices in the list. Okay, so click on choose bulk action. You have an option to approve.
Manoj, the process is complete.
Then what is the use of the approval?
No, sir. So approvers only I am talking about. So approver only
Yeah,
having
that
this
is it.
option.
That is it. I am saying if you do it bulk without seeing anything, what is the use of the approval then?
No, no, no. I am not saying without seeing. So you see everything. So don't approve it. You come here and you do bulk approval.
Okay, okay.
Manoj,
Yes, Bhupen sir.
see, after releasing the this document by approver, same will be sent for APP.
Yes.
After making payment, same will be reflected in vendor's portal. Vendor
Vendor
can see.
portal. Yes, and
Vendor
also
will
here we have vendor will see the details. Okay.
vendor
And
will see
also
the details. Okay.
yes,
Vendor will
yes,
see the amount credited to him or to his bank account less amount deducted amount. That is retention amount. Say we have retained 30,000 rupees in the
okay.
instant
So
case. Okay.
okay.
ठीक है अभी क्या after some point of time ठीक है we need to release that 30,000 amount. Okay, at
Yeah.
some point of time after 1 month 2 months 3 months or 5 years I am releasing that retention amount. ठीक है
Yes.
now that after if I release that retention amount after some time will that 30,000 will also be reflected in vendors portal
Yes, sir.
because if that is not reflected in vendor portal then that
It
will
is
actually
yeah, it will cause many problems.
many
See,
cause
whatever
many problems.
yes, yes. Whatever the entries will hit to the vendor account. Okay, this is the vendor account, right? So whatever the entries will hit to this vendor account. So all the transactions he can able to see with the comments also.
Just for that vendor portal, you are showing.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, uh.
So there are some reasons I cannot able to log in.
I think you need to run first APP, then this will reflect.
1 second, sir. I have some documents. I will show you just for an demo purpose.
Uh-huh.
Sir, give me just one moment. So I forgot my password. I'm trying.
Okay.
Hello, Manoj sir.
Yeah.
This is Chiranjit from JVC FHQ.
Hey, hi,
So
Chiranjit. Yeah.
I wanted to know one thing. At which stage will it reflect in vendors portal that the payment has been made? Is it
So
after running the APP or after releasing of the block?
no. So after running the APP and once the UTR number is generated.
Okay, but the problem here is that in JVC we don't run APP from directly from the company code. So we transfer the balance to oil company code, then we run APP from the oil company code. So there's a problem here, I guess.
But by that time, so your clearing document will be generated, right?
Yeah, clearing document will be generated once we transfer the amount to oil, and in JVC company the vendor balance will be 0. But we pass separate entry for that. We don't link it to the FIA entry or the LIV. We pass separate entry for that.
চিৰঞ্জিত
হয়, Bhuvinda.
এইটো বহুত ডাঙৰ প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব। মইতো সেইদিনা বহুত দিনৰ পৰা ভাবি আছো হা তোমালোকৰ এইটো
এইটো আগৰে আমাৰ ইস্যুটো আগৰে আছিলে ন।
মই একচুৱেলি বহুত দিনৰ পৰা ভাবি আছো বুজিছানে। আমি অইল কোম্পানী কোডত পেমেন্ট কৰিলে পেমেন্ট এডভাইচ ডাইৰেক্ট তালৈ গুচি যায়, কিন্তু জেবিচি নাযায়। এই
ডিটেইলছ খিনি
বস্তুটো
নাযায়।
এইটো টেক কেয়াৰ কৰা নাই হোৱা মষ্ট প্ৰবলি ইয়াত। এইটো ডাঙৰ প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব তোমালোকৰ, বিগ প্ৰব্লেম বুজিছানে। ইয়াৰ বেছিক পাৰ্পাছ পৰ্টেলটোৰ কি হ'ল যে ভেণ্ডৰ শুড নো হাউ মাচ এমাউণ্ট উই আৰ ডিডাক্টিং এভৰিথিং। বেছিক
JVC.
প্ৰব্লেম এটা আছে, ডাঙৰ প্ৰব্লেম এটা নহয়, বহুত সাংঘাতিক প্ৰব্লেম এটা
So
আছে।
Manoj sir, you understood the problem, no?
Yeah. So
Because
no, it's
we don't
not a
run
problem.
APP in the
Since
JVC company code.
Manoj, I think you should sit with explosion people actually, explosion group actually. They have some serious problem.
that we can check.
You need to sit with them because I think this. Chiranjit, আমি ইয়াত ইউজাৰ একসেপ্টেন্স ট্ৰেনিং কৰোতে আমি যি এপিপি ৰান কৰিছো আৰু ভেন্ডৰ পৰ্টেলত কি হৈছে সেইটো আমি চেক কৰি লৈছিলো। মেচ 1 আছিলে, লেটাৰ অন দে মেচ ইট, বাট ইন ইয়োৰ কেছ ইউ অলসো see after running APP this same amount is reflected in your vendor
And
portal.
one more thing, হেৰি কৰিব পাৰে, in the approver screen, if you can link the ZFI VPRN
Yes.
button, then that will be useful for the approver, I guess. If the approver can click on ZFI VPRN there, he can see the entire amount which is being paid to the vendor. One more thing you can do.
So yeah, but that will happen only after you posting the retention, na?
Yeah, that's fine. But in one screen, they should get all the information. That's what I want to say.
That's what we want. We
Because
also want actually.
ZFI VPRN is very
Yes.
convenient for the approver as well as everyone. So if that button can be linked in the approver screen, then it will be good for everyone, I guess.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. So but yeah, I'll take this point.
চিৰঞ্জিত,
Bhuvinda.
মনোজৰ লগত এবাৰ বহিয়ে যোৱা, তোমালোকৰ ডাঙৰ প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব।
কিন্তু মই ভাবো কি জানা,
Sir.
See, this was implemented way back in 2005. Okay.
JVC.
JVC or SAP. Okay. So the thing is that we should now sit together and implement this F110 in JVC. Only
Yes, sir.
problem at that point of time it was the index currency.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
if index currency is not reflected in F110, then you can see you can modify it and make it G program.
Jet program.
Right. Why not?
Yes, sir. Actually, we also need F11 in JVC company code
You
in
need a
our
company where you sit with Susanto.
হয়, কিন্তু স্যাৰ আমাৰ মানে পেমেন্ট গোটেইখিনি পেমেন্ট মানে অইলৰ একাউণ্টৰ পৰা, সো APP run হলো it should go through 1000 and 1001.
Basically, why
No
was
problem.
it done?
Chiranjit.
It was done because of the index currency problem.
Okay.
That was the initial phase, but afterwards everyone got habituated with this thing, so that is why this continued. The thing is that we need to stop that thing now.
Chiranjit, I think bank account is not an issue. It may be your account, it may be oil's account. oil SBI duration.
Bank account is not a problem. Only problem
It's
is
not a
the
problem.
currency.
Problem is with currency only.
Okay.
এইটো এবাৰ ERP আৰু মনোজৰ লগত বহি পিনে নহলে পিছত বহুত প্ৰবলেম হ'ব মনডে পিছত তোমালোকৰ
If required, take our help.
Yes, sir. Sure.
And convince Susanto about it.
Okay. Okay, sir. I have noted down this point. We'll discuss.
Just give me a moment, sir.
Present.
Link. Okay, so I'm showing the status of the vendors. Okay, see, so this is the different statuses. Okay, so when the invoice is submitted by the vendor, it shows as a success. Okay, so when the invoice entered into SAP, it will show as in progress. So then once invoice is completely a block released, so it will show as approved. So once it is paid, or if we have any deduction, something like that, so then it will show as partially paid. I will pull one document which is partially paid. Okay, so if you see here, when they see the deduction amount, so here they can able to see how much retention, what is the deducted against CGST and IGST. So then they can able to see the total invoice value, original invoice value, and what is the value which we booked and what is paid. Bhupen sir.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually,
Is it?
See, you just go to the deduction amount, click the deduction amount 1100. This is this first deduction is 5,500. Now you just release that document and reflect that in vendor portal.
No, sir. I cannot do that because I'm just showing a demo, so that will go to the background job. So this status will happen, show to them. So basically, once we run the job in a background.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You just release the document in your Vim portal, and I want to see whether this releasing of retention amount will reflect in vendor portal or not.
That case, so I need to create one vendor because I don't have the vendor login for this. Okay.
Oh,
so
but this will reflect now.
This will reflect, sir. That's why I'm showing the retention case here partially paid. So whatever it is showing, the same way it will show.
This need to be reflected actually. Otherwise, this will create vendor reconciliation problem.
Okay. But this is how it will show. So that's why we are reading this.
Do you have any example of example showing release of retention amount in vendor portal?
No. So that is our internal, right?
No.
So vendor has to, they will check. So this is the retention amount which is deducted by the Oil India. So then they will come to know that. So they need to confirm, or so you're expecting some information from the vendor to release the remaining, right? So vendor will understood that by seeing this, so they will provide the required information. Yeah, so I will provide the required information, release the remaining amount.
Then this amount, this deducted amount will come down.
So this will come as
deduction amount is showing. It is showing 1,100, but we have deducted more amount. We have deducted TDS of 1,100.
Yeah. So it will show the TDS and it will show the retention. So that's why in the deduction
No, it is not showing correct amount. Deduction amount, it is showing only TDS amount. It is not showing retention amount.
So
5,500 is not showing 5,500. It is showing 1,000.
So you want to say that, so here it should show 6,600, right?
The amount paid is showing 48,400.
Correct. So your original invoice booked is 55,000. Okay, so for your clarification, so I will pull my colleague. Okay, so for portal related, so he will help you in better way. You can just raise your query.
Manoj,
Yeah,
I
no
have
problem.
another question. Yeah, I have another question. Like our parent TP and child TP are executing in different times. Okay.
Okay.
So suppose I have processed my original LIV, that is the original TP, and
Okay.
in between, because of some other work, I left my child TP,
Okay.
and someone else is approving that parent TP. Is it possible? In that case, that child TP will be left out in the system undeducted. So, is there any process by which I can control that if there is a child TP, the original TP won't be get released by anyone in the system?
No, you cannot control it.
So that will again create a problem now, because if later on I'm executing my child TP, then how it will get adjusted if my original TP is already released and processed?
So child DP, see, that's why we will ask you once you create a child DP, so you go ahead and post the child DP. So really at the time of release, so it will get negated against your parent DP.
That's
See,
true, but
But Manoj,
there should be some.
hello, Manoj,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir, your voice is audible.
right. But the thing is, actually, the thing is, first of all, you have to post the parent DP.
Correct.
Yes.
When you post the parent DP, you will get the numbers, document numbers, FI document numbers.
Yeah.
And tagging with the main accounting document numbers, you can deduct the retention as well as the other deductions.
Correct.
Right? So the thing is that you cannot post the child DP first.
I cannot post the child DP first. Yes.
Exactly. The thing is that that is why I am saying along with the parent DP, the child DP that was created should also be executed at the same time. Or you can say sequentially at the same time.
Okay, sir.
If
I got your
Manoj,
point.
if not now, then after implementation also we can explore that thing.
Yes,
That
yes.
child DP should be executed simultaneously with the parent DP.
Okay, okay. Sure, Anupama. So then we can take this point as a process improvement. So then we can explore the options.
Okay, then sir.
Okay.
So since we are running out of time, so I will just quickly take you through the reporting stuffs. Okay. So first I will take you to the standard reports which is available in the system. Okay. So if you are not remembering the transactions, so you can just remember this transaction /n/ OPT /Vim. Okay. So this by running this transaction, so you will be navigated into Vim menu. Okay. So here you have an option to click the reports. Okay, so in this report there are some reports called periodic reports and the central reporting. So in the periodic report, so you have some year-end report, month-end report, so something like that. So this is a standard by open text. You can use it. And the Vim analytics, the first one is Vim analytics. Okay, so Vim analytics is the one where you can track an invoice. You can just pull the invoices, how many invoices which has been received from so and so date. So how many invoices posted by one of the user. Okay, so if you see it is posted by. Okay, so how many invoices posted against some of the cost center. So how many invoices posted against the WBS. You have multiple selection criteria here, and also you have an option to select the some invoice statuses. So if you select here, you can able to see whether it is posted, deleted, cancelled, blocked. So based on that, okay, so you can just execute the transaction and it will show you the possible results. Okay, and you have received an invoice. You want to know how many invoices received from so and so date. Okay, from 1st of March to till date, how many invoices received. So you have an option to click on start date and the end date. Okay, so this is how the Vim analytics report. This is this is just like a master report for all kind of information. You can get it in one shot. So, or if you have a DP numbers in hand, so still you have an option to select all the DP numbers and run it. Okay. So this is about Vim analytics. The next one is ILC. So invoice life cycle report. So which means that it will give you the complete history of the life cycle. So for Oil India, so we have done some customization. So it will give the end-to-end information, so that I will show you in the next transaction. Okay. Next one is Vim Workplace. So that is already you are aware of that. So Vim licenses report, that is not applicable for you. So this is the current liability report. So which means, so how much liability you have against the particular vendors or particular company code. Okay. So if you want to see against one company code, it will run and it will show how many PO invoices you have. So how many credit notes you have, how many non-PO cases you have. So everything it will populate. Okay, if you see here, so how many one-time vendors? So how many vendor wise, what is the total amount, number of documents which we need to post or which we need to pay to them? Okay. So there are many invoices. Okay. So like this, so you can run this report and you have an option. So you can run by vendor document number. So like this, you can just run this report. Okay. So next one is ATM. So this is might be very important for you. So this ATM is nothing but automation report. So if you want to see what and all the changes has been taken against particular invoice. Okay. So if you have a document, you can just go ahead and update the document ID directly here and you can search what is the changes has been made. And if you don't have a document, you can just execute transaction. And this is this is how the transaction will execute. So then you can go ahead and check how many changes has been made. Okay. I'll pick one document. So if you see here for the DP against this vendor. Okay. So for DP number 193, there are 27 changes were made. Okay. So if you click this, it will show you who and all the possible agents made the changes. So it will track each and every transaction here. So this report is not explained to a user department. This is only for accounts payable department. Okay. And also, for example, if you want to know how many invoices got blocked. So how many invoices which is how many fields which has been changed during ICC or during the posting, so during the indexing, so you have an option to check. Okay, so during validation, how many change during processing, during posting. So still you have a complete audit track of this invoices from end to end. So this is about ATM report. Okay. So then the central reporting. So here some of the reports which are there. So this report is a aging report. It will give you the summary of the invoices based on the aging buckets what we are giving here. Okay, so just by executing this, so I am selecting all the invoices. Okay, so how many PO non-PO invoices we have between 0 to 30 days. So this is about the due date and the PO invoices. So retention invoices, how many we have. So non-PO based cases, how many we have. So based on that, so you can able to get the data. So you have an option here. So based on role, you can group it. Okay, so based on document type also you can group it. Okay, so this is about aging report.
Hello, Manoj sir.
Yeah.
Again, this aging is up to APP, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
This is all open items.
Okay.
So summary. So this summary Again, almost same as how we are executing many reports. So this is, again, it will give you the summary of the invoices, which is again open. Okay, so based on the each exception status. Okay, so for non-PO approval exception, so PO document, so how many invoices are there, so you can able to see and you can able to track, so each and every document. Okay, how many, it's like this, and this is one report. And so audit, so this is a normal audit report, so but I don't want to take this because it's not that much effective. So exception analysis report, so if you want to see for particular document how many exceptions are triggered, okay, or how many times an exception got triggered. Okay, so I will select only the PO cases and I will select audit. So, it is not. So for a particular period. Data font. So this is the standard report. Wait, is it? So I will check this one. So this report is basically so how many exception raised against that particular document. It will show you how many exception raised and all.
Manoj,
Yes, sir.
actually we want to from you to show the aging report. So we which report we have to report to the ministry for weekly basis.
Okay.
The format of the same report are already shared with you and which ma'am can Rajeshwari ma'am.
Yeah. So okay. So fine. Then I will take you directly to that. So the
Yes.
report which you have asked, sir. So that is ZWIM. Okay. MSME.
MSME and non-MSME both.
So that I will explain here. So here, if you see, this is the transaction which you executed, and if you execute this document, so this is the report format which will come. So the same way how you are given, so we have updated the same way, sir. Okay, and also we are giving the industry and the group description also.
Pending days.
Sorry,
Pending days.
aging days and
No. This is just an MSME report. So here, if you see the aging of the document, so 1 days, 2 days, and remarks. So from 0 to 30 days. So 30 to 90 days. So this is how.
all these DPs are pending
Yeah,
or
all
paid.
these are. So these are all pending.
These are pending. To whom it is pending?
Current rule, AP processor, indexer.
Current role is for APP processor, indexer, APP processor, and department space department. So some space are missing.
So which space, sir?
ये देखिए ना स्पेयर में कुछ blank आ रहा है ना.
This is because if you see the business area is not selected. So if it is not selected, it will, it's for many of the cases, if the business area is not selected, it will come as a blank.
And value of the invoice is invoice amount. No?
So this is
Invoice amount. Some invoice amounts are showing blank. 00.
These are all the just a documents which is created, so not taken action. Okay, so for a testing purpose, we will create so many documents, right? So in this report, it is pulling all the open documents.
Manoj, we are some suppose we generate some child DP for a parent DP. That child DP is also so there.
Yes. So wherever the
That child DP should be shown as a negative amount or positive amount?
So the child DP, if it is a retention, so it will show it is a positive only.
So that should have shown
So that I will check. So basically, based on the event type, so we will be showing the amount here. Okay. So if the event type is credit note, so it will show in the negative.
Yes, it should be.
So I think
Otherwise, you can avoid the child DP.
Yes, child DPs are not required here.
Okay, so then whatever the child DPs we are creating RET underscore RET and underscore DED, so then I will remove from the reporting structure.
Yes. From MSME reporting only.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All other reports. Okay.
So is this report is fine, sir?
No, just show the aging, the number of the days the invoice are pending. So how can we see the status to whom it is pending?
Current role is the status.
APP processor to whom? FHQ processor.
Headquarter.
Like indexer, there is a lot of indexer in FHQ.
So if you want to select a particular document need to be checked, so you can use these DPs. Okay. So if you click this DP number, sir.
Sir, in this report we need business place as well.
Yeah.
Business place.
Yeah, because see in business area JV1, JV01 may be used by Rajasthan as well as from FHQ. So if there is business place, then we can bifurcate whether it is related to Rajasthan or it is related to FHQ.
Plus, okay. Manoj, the exact user department is also required. Only indexer will not help.
So you mean to say that, so here the current role, so I need to give the current agent also, who is the current agent?
Yes. Right.
Okay, so I will check.
In fact, you can replace this current role with the current agent. Current role is not important here, but current agent is important.
Okay. For
Manoj,
JV question. Yes, sir.
Can you see the can you show the status of the MSME which is more than 74 days, I think. Can you go on that DP?
Anupama, is the current
yes, sir.
Right over here.
So if you see here, this is the grouping we have made 0 to 10 days, 10 to 20 days, 20 to 29 days, 30 to 45 and more than 45.
Anupama?
Current
is it required?
Sir, কোন ডিপার্টমেন্টে ওসব পেন্ডিং আছে দুলিয়া জানো তো ঢেৰ ডিপার্টমেন্ট আছে ইন্ডেক্সৰ বুলি ক'লে ক'ত বিচাৰিম
কারেন্ট এজেন্ট তো ডিপার্টমেন্ট আহিব না স্যালারি কোড আহিব
তেও কৈছে ডিপার্টমেন্ট আহিব বুলি মই তো ডিপার্টমেন্টে কৈ আছো Manoj, current agent will be the user ID or the user department?
User ID.
But we want the department, not ID.
So how the department I can pull, Anupama?
That is not possible.
No.
Business place, business area
is coming. So whatever the format you have given, sir, so the same format we have updated here. So now the requirement from JVC team is that so they need business place also.
I think you can pull from the salary code, AP processor, no? AP index, current role. I think current role is assigned to some. So I think you can map the link like that. You can make actually. If you make
time taken, क्या है? ये तो easy होना चाहिए ना? Time taken 30, 40, 60.
So time taken in days means so from the date of invoice receipt to today's date. Okay, it's taken 40 days.
Okay, that means it's a aging time. How many times the invoice is pending?
How many days? Yes.
Undir na department corporate lobo pari.
Department to me lobo para user ID para lobo para. নহলে straight away you can take it from the purchase organization, purchase group.
Yeah, Manoj, hello.
Yeah, no problem.
In the
Yeah,
purchase
Manoj,
order, there is, it is in the org data, there is a thing called field called purchase group.
Okay.
From there you can take.
you will get the department name.
So you don't want the current agent, you want the department.
So, agent is not required, only department will be enough.
Okay, for NPO cases?
NPO cases. NPO cases में तो डिपार्टमेंट के इंडेक्स क्यों है?
Okay, for NPO cases, you can give current agent. But for PO and contract cases, from purchase group, you can give the department name.
So in purchase group, so where I can find the department? So purchase group is enough, huh?
Purchase group is enough.
I made the notes. So other than these three, so it's fine, sir.
Yeah.
नहीं मैं समझा नहीं क्या है.
So in business area 9999, why is it appearing?
Sir, so if they won't select it, so system will take some random number in this report. So if you see some of the non-PO cases, it is appearing. Okay, so if you won't select in the DP level, so it will show as that like 999. So if you see, this is a
Can we maintain it as mandatory? Sir, required field.
So we can maintain in invoice LIV level. Yeah, we can maintain it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this is clear, then I will take you to another report. And you have an option to summarize by plant, and so you have an option to summarize by spare also.
mainly तो सीनियर की और एडमिन की आती है हमारे पास तो.
Okay.
Yeah, rest is okay.
यूज हो रहा है तो फिर सभी में यूज हो जाए सर.
Then so this is a life cycle report which we developed for you. So like how you are seeing in the bill track system, the same way you can able to see the complete information about the invoice. Okay. So who is the user, from which date to which date, how many days they have taken, it is laid in their inbox. Okay, so if you see, so indexer, so how many days they have taken an action. So if you see wherever invoice came in and no one taken any action, so 20 days, 4 days.
Manoj.
Yeah.
What is the last action of that DP should also be shown, whether it is posted, whether it is released, like something.
So if it is posted, so then it will show as PO process OCR is there, na? So that option will come here.
Where is it come in MSME report?
No. So I have came out from the MSME report, so I am showing different one now. Yeah, invoice life cycle report.
I'm just talking about the MSME report.
Okay. So you want me to go back to the MSME? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometime what happened, the DP is already released, but it has not been paid through the bank. So the last action, what is the last action did by the APP processor or indexer should be shown?
Okay. I got your point. So at which stage? So this for particular DP will be not updating in this report, right?
Yes.
So once it is posted for payment. So as of now, so that is the status,
Yes.
which means that block is released. So then it will not appear in this report.
Okay. That block release, that does not mean that payment is processed.
Correct. Correct. So current status is if you are posted, so APP is done or no, we are not checking that. So if you want to check whether the clearing document is generated, even though show posted documents, I can still show that.
Yes, it should be shown the last action. What is the last action of that DP?
No, Manoj, what he mean to say in this report, from which column we come to know that this DP is released, processed. What is the current status of that DP? We need the status.
Okay, no, so usually
Whether
this
paid
report,
or sent to
no.
bank is the status.
No, send to bank and all I cannot give it here, Anupama. So what I can do
No.
here is once it is APP is done and the clearing document is generated, so then I will not show the invoice in this report. So till the APP is, I mean, posted, APP is not done. So then I will show it here.
But we need the status for clear documents also.
So you need clearing document also.
Yeah. The DPs which are already paid, we need the status for those documents also.
Oh, you mean to say that you will compare from previous report to the, I mean, previous week report and this week report like that?
Yes.
Or
we need to report like this, na, that out of 100 invoices, we have paid 80, 20 is pending because of this reason.
But okay, so
it's not always everything is pending. Sometimes we release, but still we need to report.
Okay, see, what I can maximum do is I can give the statuses like this. Okay, so blocked for payment. So sorry.
Approved payment, block exist. That should be okay.
So here, so you will get some options. So I will pull some other DP.
मेरा कंसर्न यही है कि मेरा डीपी पेंडिंग है तो लास्ट एक्शन.
See, all I can do is I can give like this. Okay, so if it is indexed, it is indexed, blocked, so then blocked, suspected duplicate, duplicate. If created means nothing is taken action. Okay, so maximum I can give this status.
But if it is paid and clearing document is created, what status it will show?
So what I
if
can
you are
do,
giving this,
for that, what I can do here is, okay, so I can give an option like status as posted, and I will give one more row saying that clearing document. I can just give the clearing document. I cannot give more than that.
Clearing document means the payment has been
BP
APP
No,
document.
it's APP document number. Okay,
APP
so
document.
bank payment.
That means bank payment documents.
So here there is a clearing document, right? So whatever the clearing
cleared हो गया. मेरा कंसर्न ये है कि जो
your voice is breaking. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Manoj. Just 1 second. No?
Okay.
Okay from our side, Manoj. If you show the posted and clearing document.
Posted and clearing document. Okay, fine.
Udenda?
Now it is okay. But in that case, you can the status of the document should be paid.
Yes.
Paid or settled.
So I can just give only the posted, sir. So I cannot give you the paid. So that for that, if you confirm.
No, Manoj, if the document is posted and there is a clearing document, okay, so other you can say either the document was paid or it is settled with some other document, right? So if the clearing document number is there, you can write it paid or settled.
Yes,
sir. Then I need to write one more. Then I need to write one more query.
स्टेटस पे दिखाए जैसे सेटल्ड है, पेंडिंग है, इस तरह से, जिस तरह से हमारा बीटीएस सर्विस स्टेटस दिखाता है.
Okay, so I will make some changes, but Anupama and dear sir, so this will be done only after the go live. Okay, so because we already moved the transport to the production, so okay, so
गो लाइव के बाद अगर ठीक से रिपोर्ट नहीं निकली ना तो हम दुनिया जान में बैठे पाएंगे आपको.
Okay, no worries, sir. So it will run correctly. Okay, so this is about the MSME vendor. So I noted your points. Okay, the next one is ZVIM. This is the open invoice status, right? You are asking. So ZVIM underscore INV underscore OPN. So this is the transaction. Okay, so I have just executed here. So this is how it will give you the data. Okay, so there are random documents we created. Okay. Yeah, you see here we have some data. So again, it's this vendor or this invoice. What is the aging? So this invoice is in 0 to 30 days. Still, you have the same option where you can summarize by plant and summarize by spare. Okay, so this is the format. So anything which needs to be added here?
This is for non-PO, na?
No,
Sorry,
sir,
non-MSME.
it's non an MSME, yes.
Okay, okay. Where is the invoice amount? Invoice amount shows 0 in most of
so
these.
these are some documents which is we created. Okay, so if you see here some of the documents which is having the value. Okay.
ठीक है, वो लास्ट में वो दो कॉलम आपको वही रखना है, पोस्टेड क्लियर्ड वाला.
Manoj?
Sir.
Basically, the two reports are same. One is for MSME and one other is for non-MSME.
Yes.
Okay.
Format.
But format is same basically.
Yeah.
There is no such difference. Only you can say one is catering to MSME reporting and other is for the others.
Right, sir.
And another suggestion is that instead of this invoice amount 0, it should not be 0. It should be not less than rupee 1.
Sir, so firstly I will say that, so apologies, because so what this is a demo system, sir. So we will be creating
That is, I'm talking about the live system. It should be
live system. There will not be a 0 because every person will index some data, right? So so here what is happening is, if you see here for one vendor, so when we do some background jobs, when we do some testings, so it will create so many documents. So that's why you can see some 0 values.
So Manoj, as Udanda is saying, ki both the reports are same. The same changes you need to do here also. Okay, which we have discussed in MSME. The same changes you need to do here also. Okay, fine. Okay, sir, if you see here, so wherever the data is inputted, so it is coming accordingly. So these are all the random documents which we create in a backend sometimes. Okay, sir.
Yes,
So-
yes, fine.
So any other questions so far? I think so I have covered.
Manoj
I
ji,
have covered.
Manoj ji,
Bhupen sir.
there are two things. One is uh, uh, take up with your concerned person so that this deduction amount and amount reflected in vendor portal matches with our save data, because there that amount is, because it is about oil now. They should not make joke of Oil India that they are unable to reflect the correct deduction amount like that.
Okay,
Hello.
so
Uh,
just be on hold, sir. I'm trying to call my portal
Make
guys.
sure that, because see, it's about vendor reconciliation, it's about our name also, no?
Yeah,
It should not be,
exactly.
uh, it should not be like that, that we are not able to give correct data to vendor portal. And another thing is that in that dim place where approver will release the payment, approval should see the all the amounts, and he should be able to see the simulated amount that will be that final amount that will be transferred to your vendor.
Sir, yeah.
Ah,
So that will transfer to the portal. However, for showing the date, for showing the
approval,
transactions what we discussed, na,
approval, because approval is
so that
our
is a
final
custom. So that is a
approval.
custom. So
Uh,
that is a
approval is,
customization, sir. We can,
yes,
I cannot do it now. So, but I will take your point. So, but I will look into the process improvement when we are doing it. But at present, so
okay,
we cannot
but
do anything.
the approval is our final check.
Ah,
See, I process the invoice, I pause the invoice, but approval is our final checkpoint. Yeah, firewall. If approval cannot see the final amount and he release the document and say amount left to be deducted from vendor, then we will be in soup. So note down this point actually.
sure,
These two
sure,
are
sure.
very important thing.
So I have Balaji with me regard to your status query. So Balaji, so here is a question. Okay, so how we are showing the deduction amount, and once the deduction or the retention is released, so how we are showing the criteria? So they are asking. So can you just explain them?
So reduction amount will come from the FI, whatever deductions are posted.
That is okay, but in the instant case, invoice amount was 55,000 less TDS 1,100 less retention amount 5,500. Net amount paid to the vendor is 48,400. But there in a vendor portal, it is only showing 1,100. It is not showing in the total deducted amount. That is 6.
But Bhupen, the deduction is 1,100 only, but the other amount is of retention. So if they can show the retention in another column, then that will be fine.
Yes. If you can show the retention amount separate
Because the
column.
retention amount is shown under deduction only.
Retention amount is shown under the deduction. If we click
Yeah,
that,
it will show if you have given the reason, no? If you given the reason for the deduction, it will show in the pop-up. There will be a
Yeah,
pop-up.
that's what we don't need in the pop-up. We need separate tab for that. That's what we are asking.
now just go to that screen, that vendor portal. Go to vendor portal. Manojji, can you come to that
Yeah.
vendor portal? You were showing now? Please. See, here invoice amount is Etna, this amount is this, and this amount is this.
Yeah, so here it is showing retention. It is showing.
This retention amount should be shown under separate column. That's what we are asking in the separate.
That is not how it was discussed. So
Yeah.
here, why do you want it in a separate column?
Because you see the deduction amount is shown as 1,100, but here if we go deeper, then it's showing retention as well inside this. That's what we are.
Okay, so you're saying the issue is because the header is not showing the total.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll look into that. What is the thing you are saying that in the deduction it should show 1,100, 6,600, correct?
Retention is not exactly deduction, I think. So if you can show this retention in another tab, that will be good, I think.
No, that is not what we have agreed, but this one I can look into this and adding this 5,500 and 1,100 into a single thing.
I think that will do, because if we show the total deduction amount is 6,600, and moreover, you can say the deduction reason is given. So from that, the retention is shown separately, and the TDS is also shown separately. So the only point of correction is the total deduction amount should be 6,600.
Yeah, and retention is also showing as deduction, because for this LIV, retention is a deduction here.
Okay.
So it will come 6,600 including retention amount.
And then the deduction reason.
Reason will be retention as per PO.
Okay. Okay. But there are deduction for TDS as well. So deduction reason is not exactly. There are multiple reasons for deduction. One is TDS, another one is retention. So
you have to mention all the reasons. If you are deducting anything, it will come if we are giving the reason.
So here only one reason is showing. My question is whether multiple reasons will show here or not.
Yes. If it is there, in this test case, there is only these reasons. But if you
in the summarized, I'm talking about not the pop-up, but the summarized screen. Here in the summarized screen, there is only one reason. That's what I'm.
Yeah, in summarized screen there will be one reason, but in pop-up it will come in details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charanjit, is it okay?
Yeah, fine. You can go ahead.
Okay. So I hope we have covered everything. So we're okay to close this. Udayan sir?
Yeah. Okay.
So any questions from Rajasthan?
No question as such, but the thing is, you people have to give proper guidance and proper support, because one thing I'm noticing, that is just 2 days are left for, you can say, implementation of this invoice to pay, but no proper documentation we have received.
Sir, we'll
And
share the document,
I don't
including
know
the documentation in
whether proper communication is done to the.
So we will share all the documentation, sir.
Yeah, please share.
Okay, so thank you for your participation. Have a great evening.